Welcome, Titan Army. We're here today to bring you the 21st edition of our Titan tournaments. Can you believe it? We've had a long day today, starting at 8 a.m. EST. But don't worry, we're here to give you the block finals and the three-player playoff gauntlet matchup. We have 256 participants entering the arena, each entering three Titans, giving us a grand total of 768 Titans competing for that juicy 20,000 USD prize pool. We, as I mentioned, kicked off this morning bright and early at 8 a.m. and we did run into a little bit of server difficulties. So we would like to thank all of you for being so patient with us during these delays. And we're happy to have you all here for the final block matchups. For today, our Titans, as I mentioned, are battling for 20,000 USD, and you can begin earning just with winning one match. If you get into the top 128 Titans of your bracket, you'll get a $30 prize pool, which a ton of our players have already scored this morning. And if you win our block championships, which we are about to see, you will take home 230 USD. If you win this block finals, you will also move on to our three-player playoff, where our third place will be getting a $50 USD bonus, our runner-up a bonus of $90, and our champion taking home an extra 150 on top of all of their winnings throughout the day. Woo! That is a good prize pool, Titan Army. But we do not stop there. On top of this, we also have our team-based prize pool, and with our teams joining us, the top 7 teams will win a variety of cash per player. Well, actually, the top 5 will earn cash per player, as well as titanium, while place 6th and 7th will only earn that titanium bonus. Woo! Let's see how we shape up for these final matchups. We have our teams. We have our most of the matchups for our block finals, and let's look at it and see who's playing. We have our 3 brackets. We have the hammer throw heritage, we have the wing slash waltz, and we have the pile drive promenade. In our first bracket, we have Heya, played by Heya, which is a Dusk Titan, against Shelter, the Forest Titan, played by Tonio X96 Xborg. In bracket 2, our wing slash waltz, we have Lin playing with a Dusk Titan Houdini against Luisana playing with the Lava Titan Angry. Lin representing Team Fury, while Luisana is representing Team Valhalla. And lastly, in our pile drive promenade, we do not have the matchup for our second player just yet, but we do know that Ale Bugayo will be playing with a Spike Titan named OK I'm Spike, and we are still setting this third and final player who will play against Ale Bugayo. Without any further ado, Ross, Nugget, I'll hand it over to you and I'll get our players ready for these block finals of our Titan Tournament Volume 21.
Holy potatoes. It's here.
It
Titan
is here.
Tournament 21. 21.
Wild times. I mean, long day, like Blake or everyone has been saying, long day, but it all comes to this, folks. The top playoff, crowning a champion. I'm pretty excited.
Something feels different about today's stream though. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know. It's weird.
It could possibly be that we can see us and we can see you guys and you guys can see us. What something like that.
Something? I don't know.
Hey y'all, it's good to be here. We get to wave at you. You get to see me like sort of all the facial reactions of watching Dusks go down to 0 and then, revitalize themselves, and it's going to be bonkers. It's going to be bonkers.
Great. I'm going to try not to bang my face into my mic and spare you all some ear pain. But you know what? Pain I'm ready for. It's some
I
Titan
mean,
pain.
I think if we had enough people in the chat that really wanted to see that, you could probably make it happen.
Well, maybe
I
if
had
we
to
get
move
enough
mine.
follows.
There we go. I had to move mine behind my keyboard because otherwise my hand motions, I end up just swatting the thing. Wax on, wax off, folks.
These are the things we have to deal with.
But yeah. Reign of Titans GG on Twitch, upwards and onwards, folks. This is the new deal, but not like the new deal, The Ross, the Nugget, the Titan action. Titan Tournament 21. Things are about to get wild. We're gonna get our first matchup going here in just a sec. Heya versus Tonio. Pretty jazzed.
A Dusk versus Forest matchup on the plate for you all.
Yeah, I mean, we have Dusk Forest, Dusk Lava, Spike question mark.
Mystery, right.
So, I mean, not a massive representation, but I think a wider representation than maybe I thought there was going to be in grand finals here.
Lava making it through.
Yeah.
Triumphant return.
Love to see it. I know there was a lot of last minute switching off of Sea Titans after the Riptide hotfix, which in my experience, Sea is still very good. Riptide was not a game changer for me, but yeah, I know a lot of people decided against. Also, big shout outs to MCN Gameplay and T2 Zion, our newest followers of the stream today.
Hey.
Welcome to the stream.
Shout outs.
T2 Zion and MCN Gameplay. Love that you're here watching some Reign of Titans on this festive, fun Saturday in March. It's already March. Isn't that wild, people?
Wonderful passage of time as it goes.
All right, here goes the whole thing. Dusk versus Forest.
Dusk.
Good luck.
The Dusk Titan Heya making a return here to the top of the tournament brackets. Shelter also a strong Forest Titan.
Oh yeah.
Once again making it very far in this bracket.
Yep, must have something good going for it here. There's the Disrupt grabbing its first target of the day, which was one of the Mystic missions this week, by the way. If you guys haven't been plugged into those on Discord, just little side quests for you guys to complete as you're playing your matches and practicing for tournaments. So yeah, this matchup is, in my experience, it comes down to the combo, like who can combo harder. Dusk getting those lifesteal combos, Forest getting those explosive defensive numbers, and then trying to translate that into max damage. Here we go. Tree Growth going to put Shelter up to 100 defense. Good luck getting through that.
Spicy defense stats. Magica sitting at 60 as well for Heya. There's some healing. Hex of Dusk.
Spike Shield, one of the larger offensive scrolls in the deck, I'd imagine, for Shelter. And now they're back down to base defense, 30. Not quite as chunky as the previous turn.
Triple digit smacky, though, with that Spike Shield.
Weren't
kidding. Weren't kidding about the output of that one. Nothing to mess with.
Hey, yeah, in the yellow health, but we do know that health total on a Dusk Titan, not necessarily as it seems most times.
Oh,
and
living
then, look,
woods.
Shelter straight back into triple digits.
Uh-huh.
And as I say that, down into doubles, though. Oh, that's big. Hopeless Grass going to pull a little bit back in Heya's favor. Shelter off the gas for one scroll, and there's the blood magic. Do they survive? Oh!
Nope. Just enough.
79 over 75. Heya took the risk and got snuffed Out. Geez. If they would have made it to the end of the turn, they would have gotten 200 health back. But if you play with fire, you're going to get burnt, folks. At least some of the time. Great game one,
In
though.
this case, wood. If you play with wood, you'll
If
get
you-
burned or hit in the face.
True. All right, running it back. Game number 2. Heya versus Shelter. I mean, I don't know that game could have gone much differently. I will say that just the explosiveness of the buffs that are in Forest make it really hard to know when that swing is coming. So really, Heya just keeping their health as high as possible so that blood magic can be effective is good. Because as soon as you get below, I don't know, 200, it becomes much harder to slide that in, take the 100 instant penalty.
Oh gosh, courage here for Shelter on first hand, so strong. Like you were saying too, all of Forest's defensive buff scrolls, there's nothing that barely buffs that defense. It skyrockets
Right.
per scroll, right?
Right. Nobody's using the plus 10 for 2 turns. It's like, no, it's plus 80 right here, right now.
Plus 50 for 2 turns.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Yeah, we heard a lot of criticism and suggestive changes about Entangle and Courage recently. Speaking of, we just saw Entangle and Courage get played. They do make these battles really swingy if they hit like look at the stat bars that we just saw in this one turn. Courage buffed both players and then both or at least one entangled down under base stats, which is just wild. Wild number of buffs and debuffs. Shelter in the yellow health. Hey, looking fine as a dime at 404.
but the 0 defense is still not a comfortable place to be against Shelter. 60
No.
boosted, not the biggest number we've seen this game compared to the previous, but you're gonna hit hard if you've got something good in the chamber.
Yeah, I mean, Living Woods plus 80, and then okay, I didn't
Okay.
see it coming, chat, but I
Yeah.
saw it coming.
Ooh, the
And
rejection.
the other bad news here is for Heya used or it's seemingly trying to get their drained combo going, and it's into this 160 defense of Shelter.
Oh, vine attack.
So even if Shelter can't use this as massive offense, they really put a hurt on the main combo engine of Dusk.
Yeah, 2023, not barely a scratch on Shelter.
But the fact that Heya's still, with the health bar they have, when Shelter has been in triple digit defenses twice this match already, they're playing this pretty expertly. Iron Maiden to start the turn.
Yeah, it's been in control with that agility cut on Shelter, but hasn't been able to make anything huge happen yet. That disrupt, we'll see what it catches.
Yeah, maybe nothing. Blood Magic in the final scroll slot.
Okay, so disrupt hits air. Hey,
Oof.
back in the green, a huge swing here. Still all has the agility advantage as well.
Yeah, and got to play Wise Blessing last turn, which is a 3-turn buff to Magicka. So it might have just been a super intentional, reset turn. And then I can't say expertly dodged the disrupt, but that was just an icing on the cake, really. Getting the blood magic off, dodging a disrupt, and getting Wise Blessing down in one turn, pretty good turn. Now, one thing to look out for, though, Heya has 4 scrolls total after this turn. Got to get the job done here soon, which here comes the big drain scrolls.
Trample's going to hit. 50 defense cuts that. Imperial Gaze going to give some almost 100% life steal. 74 now. This is the closest to a corner that we can call shelter between game 1 and this game.
Yep, they're wishing they had that disrupt back. But this is the final 4 scrolls for Hey. He's looking at everything he's got left in the deck.
Mhm.
There's no secrets. Oh my.
Axe throw. Oh, brings it close.
H-
Slow grow is going to have end of turn.
The grasp. The
That should be
grasp.
it. All right. The
Game
grasp.
2. The grasp. I
GG's.
mean, we didn't even talk about the golden gloves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You guys give me one job. You guys give me one job. Ross, talk about the rare and epic and legendary weaponry. Jeepers. So we're all what am I trying to say? That was game 2.
Yes. 1-1.
1-1. Here we go. Winner of this match will gain the point for this leg of the grand finals trifecta. Chat, you guys have been kind of quiet. Can we just pop off? Can we get a little wild out here? Show these players some love. Hit the follow button so I can, shout your name from the rooftops.
That too. Definitely do that. Kicking off game 3 now here in this first of our bracket championships. This is to determine the winner of the Hammer Throw Heritage.
Love the name. Love the name. Also, I have to just say, this is a weapon setup that I have not seen from Heya in maybe the recent history anyway.
The fisticuffs and the axe.
Yeah. It's kind of wild.
The golden gloves are pretty sick.
The
Gotta
golden
say.
gloves are pretty sick, especially on a yellow Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Heya, already down to half health. I mean, I'm not ringing the alarm. I'm not ringing the alarm just yet, but I mean, 238, again, you do get into that zone where playing your biggest heal scroll, which is blood magic, just becomes, nearly impossible, or at least super risky, which we saw in game 1. Potentially the highest risk, highest reward scroll in the entire game currently. BBT says, we want the smackers.
You and me both.
That's right. I mean, I'm a Dusk fanboy, so I'm really enjoying myself. Drain Life going to come out. But again, some of these drained cards getting played right into the 90 or 90 plus defense. I mean, it worked out last game, but it does hurt the soul just a touch.
Yeah, when you're used to putting out of 70 damage and you come away with 22,
Yeah.
hurts a little bit, just a little bit.
Feels like a long way.
Mm-hmm. Already into the orange health bars here, midway. Shelter with agility advantage here and makes that even more apparent with the entangle. Distortion jab into the 60 for 40.
Rejection going to apply another layer of that drained keyword. Hey, yeah, with probably not too many lifesteal scrolls left, but just enough to keep it spicy,
Big opening
Skog,
salvo.
Skog made it home. They originally said they were watching while driving, I think, and I was like,
Oh,
I
gosh.
can't. I know I can't
Can't-
even read this. I'm like a mandatory reporter or something,
I don't want to condone that.
That's right.
I can watch in peace. Okay, good.
There's the recovery from Heya, plus 85. Mana drain, gonna put Shelter back in the stack of mana, 90 strong. Oak Strike, that's a big one. Take about half of Heya's health.
Yep, 108. There's a smacky for you.
Oof.
Oh,
Hopeless Grasp, gonna get some of this back.
Oh, Timber. We're already 59 is spooky. 83 still not that much less spooky.
I'm still spookied. 10 scrolls versus 12 total scrolls.
Heya has the type advantage here, or a type agility advantage.
Type
Gets to
advantage.
resolve first.
Champion's Tail. That's right. This is the Champion's Axe, not just the regular one.
Mhm.
Shout outs, which is really good in this exact matchup. This is the first tournament, right? This is the first tournament we've been able to change weapons as you please. So this is a matchup specific change, I would say. Sonic
Oh.
Boom gonna take 114. Oh my god,
gosh.
not quite enough.
3 that
Oh.
hangs on with 3. The final
But-
5 scrolls for Heya. Shelter
but
with
with
8.
26
3,
agility though.
26. It's kind of it. It's kind of over.
If we thought we were a little spooky on the previous turn, here comes the Champion's Axe to
There it
really seal the
is.
deal. And Heya gets the point here in the first leg of this 3-player grand final trifecta. Well done, GG's. But again, Shelter's not done. They will get their chance playing one more opponent, right? Or no, these are block finals.
These are our block finals.
Oh
Yes.
my! I'm just spitting all of the misinformation.
That's okay. I forgive you. I let you
Heya
just roll
moves
with it.
on to grand finals and will participate in the 3-player elimination match.
There we go.
Oof. Oof. Who invited this
And
guy?
I did.
Hey-o.
And now this Justin as well. Our matchup for the Pile Drive Promenade has been decided here. Oh, Kim Spike, or Okay, I'm Spike. We'll go with that. Okay, I'm Spike, played by Ale Bugallo, representing Team Stompania, is going to be facing off against Shocker Titan, the Lava Titan, another
Hey-yo.
lava representative here at the top of this bracket. Representing Team OMFG, going to be played by RC Tushar. That will be coming at you after this next matchup, our second bracket final here. The top of the Wing Slash Waltz. Love that name also. Aces. We're going to be seeing Houdini, the Dusk Titan, repping Team Fury, played by Lino293. Facing off against the Lava Titan, Angry. Oh, I can feel the anger. Angry, the Lava Titan, representing Team Valhalla, played by Luisana19.
Woo! Yeah, I gotta just come full transparency. I'm a Dusk fanboy, but Lynn also playing for Team Fury. I'm also a proud member of Team Fury, so I have to just say, go Team Fury. Go Team Fury. Lynn's gonna take this one. Lots of Luisana love in the chat though. Get crazy out here, but best of luck. Yeah, rep the Fury though. Rep the Fury. Chat, if somebody would have asked me yesterday, over or under 1.5. 1.5 is the line. How many lavas are going to be in the top 8? I'm not sure I would have taken the over.
I don't think I would have.
I just, I can't. No. I would have said
Also,
Spike would have
no
been the only one that I really bet on.
poisons.
Yeah.
No poisons.
No poisons, no skies, no dawns. Also noteworthy, 5 different teams in the top. 5 different teams in the top 8. Sorry, in the top 6. Cheapers. What?
Top 6.
Top 6. Ban Ross, thank you. Collins in the chat as well. Another Fury member. RGB in the chat. All the homies showing up for their teams. You love to see it. That's why it's fun to all meet up here on the Twitch page, y'all. Get out here, root for your people. Make a little ruckus. We're getting the players lined up, chat. We will get it going soon. Nobody has followed the stream since the last time I talked about it. So I'm just saying, Collins, I know you're a first-time chatter, so maybe you could be the next follower of the stream.
Hey.
Support the snowball that is Reign of Titans on Twitch. I mean, they got me and Nugget's face on here. What? What?
It's pretty
Like
cool.
we are going places. We are
It's
going
worth a
places.
follow.
That's worth a follow. That alone.
We're 17 away from our next goal too.
Ooh.
We're close. We're close.
True, true.
Share the stream. Share it with your friends, your parents.
Tell them all. Tell them all. Spent all their loot boxes to arrive here, huh? That's so good.
If it works. If it works.
I keep saying, so I've been stocking up on my loot literally since forever, and I keep saying that I want to have a epic loot crate opening stream. I just want to like just rips. Anyway, we'll get back to that, chat, because we've got it going on. Second block finals: Angry versus Houdini. Let's go. Dusk v Lava. And just looking at this Lava, they look to be the Fast and Furious type.
A big opening salvo, but those stats cut down. Still getting almost triple digit smackies.
Yeah. Yas. Second win, gonna pull back some of the agility and some of the MP so that Lava can just do it all over again next turn. That is where this element has shined most recently, just the beatdown of Lava. Which, you know, Angry definitely fits. Definitely fits.
Yep. Aptly named Titan.
However, Houdini, again, if we're talking about namesakes, Houdini probably has some tricks up their sleeve.
And they're not even wearing sleeves.
Heyo! Web Shield. Gonna put some agility and defense up. Fiery Spirit gonna buff up the Magicka of Angry. Here comes the drained keywords from Houdini. Lava Flare, another buffing scroll, but does damage as well. Houdini trying to claw back into this health race, and in fact, it is quite close right now. Drain Life going to actually give Houdini the health lead for the time being. All right,
Okay.
Angry's stats have been neutered the entire game, which I think is sort of why the health totals are the way they are. Forsaken
These-
Blade
yeah.
or Forsaken Sword. I get this wrong every
Sword.
time. Forsaken Sword. Really great at just keeping your opponent sort of tamed as much as possible. Speaking of, here comes a magical slash. Going to take all the stats minus 20. Hopeless Crafts doesn't care though. Still going to grab hold of 33 health and deal 35 in return. Soulseer, a big one. Oh my, perfect timing on the Alchemist. Houdini back
Ooh.
up to 191.
Floor's
Oh,
lava.
This is wild. Vampire through.
Is cut in half. Fire Rush.
Fire Rush not going to end the game.
Both players here.
Oh my.
Not.
Which debuffs there? I was about to say it's all going to come down to which
Mhm.
debuffs sort of wear off at the end of this turn. Angry going to get to go first. And Lava does have some scrolls that will hit for
Absolute.
140. I mean, just off rip. Like if Angry was like first slot, destruction. Or fireball. Or you know, there's some that get there. Now, especially if this
Some-
Magicka number gets up. Oh my god, Phoenix
kick.
Close. 133. The Forsaken Slash is not enough either.
No.
Are there any 0 mana scrolls? Oh, Knee of Justice already got paid for, and the game is done.
There it
Angry.
is.
Holy 6
Well.
health remaining. Not a cent of mana left for next turn. GG.
Nothing to spare.
Oh my. Well done. GG's. Houdini up 1-0 against Angry. So close, yes. Wild back and forth. I mean, I I wanted to take a screenshot right there because literally it was 6 health, 0 mana versus like 9 health, 15 mana or something silly like that. That was like the definition of lay it all on the line. Love it.
Let's see what the response is, what the adaptation is here coming into game 2 of this second bracket final.
Yeah, if the first match can be that close, they can all be that close. However,
I'm
we
gonna
have
bite.
seen matches where Lava can really just high roll the draws and just with 18 scrolls remaining, just be done with this game.
This could be a 3-hand game. You never know.
There it is. There's a big courage by Houdini, and then Angry just chops it all down
And then Angry
with that
plays their
Forsaken
own
Slash.
courage. Disrespectful.
That's right. Insult to injury. They said, if I can't have it, no one can. And they're like, but I can have it. Mana Drain, gonna actually top out the mana overflow for Houdini. For those of you that haven't read the announcements recently, there was a change to the mana overflow. It actually does 2 times damage now, which was not in the initial patch notes. And people were they found out the hard way, it would seem. That's sort of how the reaction came across to me anyway.
And now you know.
I just, pinkied up and lulled to myself. Forsaken Slash, gonna again chop down every buff from Angry. Souls here gonna get the Magicka buff popping again. Once it can shake off the Forsaken Blade. Slash, Forsaken.
Some
It's
more
over.
volcanic inspiration. The recovery from Houdini going to be big. Fire Rush going to boost some MP as well at the end of turn. You have Justice, some true damage to the face.
That's right. True damage, don't care about anything. Of course, Angry had no defense anyway. And now here we are. Pretty similar in terms of ratios, stat lines. Scroll totals are only off by 1.
Houdini eking out just a little bit of a lead there for the agility. That scroll resolution order is super important here. Right at this mid game, you're right in Lava's clutches.
Yep.
How do you stave that off? Yep. Oh, like Lava Punch hits for 122.
Yikes. At 95 Magicka, this game could be over in 1 scroll. Especially with scrolls like Meditate, where you instantly gain 60 more MP and you can just sling a massive scroll. But Flaming Blight. Speaking of,
wow,
137. Oh,
the Alchemist. Oh my gosh!
Alchemist.
Every time, the Alchemist does not lie.
Has Lynn seen the future? Now, Angry is still at 50 Magicka. Like this. They're not out of the hot water yet.
No, not by any means. Houdini's gonna get that first resolution with a current agility boost.
Yeah, it was kind of wild last turn. You don't think about having 31 agility and still having to go second, but that's exactly what happened last turn. Loveless Lunge.
Some life steal.
Oh my, the plus 99.
Disrupt. Ooh, gonna cancel Magical Slash. Big stop there for Angry.
That would have been game ending. Vampiric still might do it here. It's done.
34. Wow. All right. GG's.
Houdini. Moving on to grand finals. 2-0 over Angry the Lava Titan. Played by Luisana. Well done, well done.
We will see them again in the 3-player gauntlet at the top of the championship bracket for Titan Tournament Volume 21.
We don't see anything. Uh-oh, did the stream get scuffed? Can you guys hear us? Check 1, check 2. They see the victory screen now.
Well,
surprise!
Sorry about that, Chiku and Argosol and everybody.
How did it end? So there was Hopeless Grasp, which took Angry down to like 39. They played
Yes.
Disrupt. The Disrupt blocked the
Magical
Forsaken
Slash.
Slash or Magical Slash.
Yep.
And then next scroll was what was the last one? Knee of Justice or something like that. I forget what the closer was, but yeah, just dealt the damage on scroll slot 3.
44 damage. Enough to last out.
we can only see you guys. Me and
Classic.
Nugget.
Classic.
Wait, I gotta punch down and there we go. We'll just try to reenact the game for you all. Hazy, can we get that for next time? Like the ability to put me and Nugget out on the arena field. But we didn't see the game. I know. Chiku said, my opponent today took around 200 damage from overflow today. Jeepers.
First round. Well,
Hope that means you won the first round, right?
Right? That's what the hope would be.
Watching back the down punches, it was not flattering, folks.
Not flattering.
We're glad y'all are here hanging out. Welcome to Titan Tournament Volume 21. Whew. My name's Ross. This is Nugget.
Hello.
We're on the screen with you guys today.
Craziness.
If you love it, definitely leave some feedback in the Discord. Say, maybe the stream would be better if Ross wore a bag on his head, or whatever the feedback is. I'm not trying to suggest or prompt you to say anything specific. But if you love it, you could say that. If you don't, you could provide constructive criticisms.
We might need more follows before we put a bag on Ross's head. I have
Yeah.
to say.
I think there's some incentives here that we can.
Like I said, 17 followers. Tell your friends. Get them excited.
Chiku just said, "I won that one, but later somebody blocked all my damage and they healed and won."
That'll happen.
As long as you win the one where you give up 200 free damage,
exactly.
that seems good. I got mana locked for some reason in round 1. Guys, I wish. So I meant to record my. I wanted to record my round 1 matches today. I wish I would have recorded my bracket 3 round 1 match. How'd
it go down?
So I was pretty much hard mulligan for Forsaken Slash or Magical Slash. So I was just hard mulligan regardless of what else was in hand, right? Or if I had like Courage or something. So I don't get it in my opening hand. I mulligan. And it literally was every yellow scroll in the entire deck.
Well,
and when most of these matches are only lasting, 4, 5, 6, 7 turns, getting all of those just kind of hand jammed on turn 1, it was not good. And the problem is that was the Spike was like the one I thought I was going to take the furthest today. So I was even more sensitive to getting absolutely dusted.
Classic hand jam always leaves you in a predicament.
That's right. Hand management, folks. It's an understated part of the game, but it is one of the things that makes this game unique and really fun. You can't draw scrolls if you don't play scrolls, folks. You can burn 2 per turn, and you only have to pay for burning the second one. But other than that, there's no fetching certain cards. There's no, you can't tutor for your combos or anything like that. So you got to, make the best with the hand you're dealt, in every sense of the words.
Or pray that mulligan at the beginning is really, really solid.
There you go. All right, we've got the third of the bracket finals ready, locked and loaded for you fine folks. Okay, I'm Spike versus Shocker Titan. Our second look at a Lava Titan playing a very different build, it would seem, at least
Oh yes.
by the weapon outfit. Got Merlin in the main hand and Oaken Shield in the offhand. Lore Carver for Okay, I'm Spike with no offhand.
Empty offhand. Both rocking the Mohawk as well, which is hilarious.
And the webbed feet. How could we
Oh
not bring that?
yeah.
Oh man, the epic Merlin is one that I'm really after. I got to be honest, folks. It just looks like a real mean fish, and I want it.
Oh, we know it's a mean fish.
It's a mean fish. I was the opponent. Flash switch coming forward as the 200 damage mana overflow. Yeah, that is how this works with the new Merlin rework. It gives your opponent mana, which seems super terrible, but if your opponent is one of those opponents who's not playing very many scrolls, or if it's turn one and they just have a hard time spending, like Dusk, I mean, sometimes you're fishing for a scroll to spend 40 so that you don't take mana overflow. But yeah, it's opened up a new line of strategery. Shocker Titan
My
down in yellow health, and as I say that comes back up over the 300 line.
Okay, I'm Spike been in control here. Agility winning out for those scroll resolution slots. The no offhand is an interesting choice in the Spike Titan.
Yeah, I mean, getting the plus 20 attack and magicka for the whole match is super strong. Especially when some of the offhands are more defensive in nature, and then some of them, if they don't fit your mana curve very well, they're just clunky in some ways. Alchemist coming out for Shocker Titan, staying
Nice.
alive up to 470. No one dying soon, that's for sure. 5 scrolls in hand, 9 in the bucket for both players. This was definitely the bracket of longer matches, we'll say. And this is a longer match than we've seen today. But anecdotally, this was the last one to finish. That's a big one. 104, some Merkeys.
Triple digits. Love to see it. 1,000 punches. 85. Not too bad.
This is the time to go. I mean, your opponent's got 0 stats. What are they going to do? You have a full health bar and they have 0 stats. You may as well lay it on thick. But we will see if that go, go, go attitude sort of catches up in the end. Because I think we are going to be headed towards the end, the bitter end game here.
Still more opportunity for OKM Spike. Take advantage of those cut stats. What's the choice? Lots of mana here. 275. Still a decent hill to climb with under 10 scrolls, but not out of the question.
Major restoration. Again, the Shocker Titan really just staying so healthy this flu season. Wish I could say the same. Purification going to wipe off all these debuffs, of which they had none.
Magicka and attack still staying strong.
So, okay, I'm Spike staring down the barrel of their final 5 scrolls. I can't, I don't know. Spike has some real weapons, but just given any 5 scrolls of a Spike deck, not super thrilled to have to deal at least 250 damage.
Not generally the game plan. Lava having 10 scrolls is a kind of a scary concept. Whatever's
Dealing
left
53
here.
though, as long as you're dealing 50 each, you could make it out. Okay, I'm Spike. So both players again just getting in this this mode of super endgame Shocker Titan with less health, but also less mana. Titan Bliss gonna get another 45 out of it. Never say die, Shocker Titan. And there's the last scroll for Okay, I'm Spike. Gonna have to whip up a new game plan for the next game, but Shocker Titan wins that one. 1-0 is the set.
GG's. One step closer to determining who moves on to the 3-player gauntlet.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Yeah, I mean, Okay, I'm Spike just kind of knew at the end of that match, not going to be able to make this one happen. Just tossed in the last 3 scrolls. They had the health lead. There was no problem there. Just unable to close out the the health difference, even without the Titan Bliss coming in and disrespectfully gaining another 45 health ticks. I love stall lava.
It's such a weird concept.
It
but
is like
somehow
I'm actually
executed well here.
I'm unable to really describe how it works. I got to be fully honest. Like if somebody was like, "How did Lava win that match?" I'm like, they played less scrolls, but I don't actually know what the real game plan was. They do. That's why they are in bracket finals, and I am here, just
Trapped
chilling,
in a digital box.
trapped in a glass box of emotions.
Yeah, Skog, I agree. There's a little bit of a fear factor with this lava titan, a lava stall, being able to hold off, but knowing that you could get 3 scrolled, 350 damage
Yeah,
at any moment.
just complete data wipe. All right, let's see what happens here in game 2 of this block final. See who will be the final leg of the trifecta. Yo, Freestyle7 in the chat. What's up? Welcome in. First time chatter. Glad you're here. My name is Ross, and this is Reign of Titans. Titan Tournament 21. 20,000 US dollars in the prize pool today, y'all. Just in case that had not, crossed your mind.
Crazy.
Crazy numbers. Oof. Big disrupt catch there on that spike attack. Yeah, we do have a total switcheroo on the weaponry here for Ocam Spike. Mallet and Spike Shield. So choosing some big damage. I think Ocam Spike, I mean, at least based on weaponry, thinking that they can just break down the wall, literally just deal enough damage. Because Mallet swings hard, and
Yeah.
Spike Shield doesn't do anything productive other than deal damage, because it in fact lowers all of your stats. But played at the right time, it can. Oh my! Here's the Mirage. Did Ocam Spike play another one? I think they're gonna get out of jail free here. Yeah. Mirage gets nothing. But we do know now Shocker Titan has played both Mirage and Disrupt. Which OKM Spike probably says, all right, it's open season now. Get crazy.
What's the move here? Courage from Shocker
Courage,
Titan.
Pretty good. Pretty good in every circumstance. Courage buffs all of your stats by 20 for 3 turns. Or is it 2 turns?
2.
Looks like 2 from the tickers on the side. Imagine it being 3. Let the chat mull on that one. This is the
What have
beginning
you
of my
done?
villain arc.
What have you done, Ross? No.
Say it ain't so. Shocker Titan down to 289, but we know that they've got, a handful of regenerative scrolls.
Absolutely.
Do they have them at their ready? That's the question. Here comes the protective defensive buff here. 105 defense on a Lava Titan, folks. Take a picture, it'll last longer. And the Alchemist, holy.
Jeez. Everyone's healthy.
Now there's the Spike Shields coming out, dealing 46. For the cost, great scrolls, great damage, but man, just into the courage buffed Shocker Titan. Feels bad, man. Careful, Ross. I know. It's like it's a hairpin trigger out there.
Easy. Easy.
Revitalize for Shocker Titan. Says, I don't have full health. I need to heal. There's the trip as well to maintain their agility dominance. Second scroll from Spike Shield, dealing 52. And the debuff stats, the self debuff, not having any influence, any negative influence on OKM Spike. So I'd say in terms of offhand weapon choice, this was a W upgrade from game number 1.
Definitely been more patient with scroll choices.
Yeah, has more total scrolls than
Mhm.
Shocker Titan. There's the
Tangle.
restoration. Fairly big purification there. If it holds, it does. It holds the agility advantage for the next turn. 16 over 0. Still in the green health bars though.
Yeah,
And
10 scrolls to 7 and both players over 400 health.
yeah. Again, we could do the math, chat, but I think this one's going to come down to some fancy footwork. I don't know if we've seen either of the Merlin scrolls yet. Haven't really been tracking that super well. But we know that there are some people who find great joy in playing those in the bitter end game, making your opponent max their mana bar before you do, as well as dealing damage. But let's be honest, we're here for the memes. We're here for
We're here for the Reign of Titans
the
memes.
self-destruct. Yeah. Still in the green bars, and Shocker Titan down to just 4 scrolls. Now I can safely say, even a Lava Titan with 4 scrolls left and only 60 mana, they are not dealing 424 damage.
No. Nope.
Now with a full mana bar and 80 magicka, they could make it happen. But in this exact state, OKM Spike really feeling comfortable. Shocker Titan plays no scrolls.
The lethargy has begun.
No stats for OKM Spike, but again, Shocker Titan, I don't think going to be super quick to play some scrolls here. I don't think they're just going to try to sneak them in,
Mm.
There's one brace for impact. So saves themselves the lethargy damage.
Mhm.
Also gets a little defensive boost just in case OKM Spike had some real juice to try to knock down this 339. 3 scrolls remain for Shocker Titan. Didn't play a scroll, takes the
Yep.
lethargy, just has to sit here and watch it unwind, at least to a certain extent. There's always a tipping point. What is the play here? I do like the like if you have some persistent scrolls, it is I think it's worth it to play those with a few turns left because they're going to persist over. Oh my, the mana drain. Or sorry, that was life drain. I was like, mana drain. Things are about to really escalate quickly if we had a mana drain. 2 scrolls left for Shocker Titan. 6 in the control of Ocam Spike. All right. Just a little tap on the tap there. Charge
Just
punch.
a little bit more lethargy damage. Just a little bit.
Ocam Spike and Shocker Titan choosing to play no scrolls. And Ocam Spike is going to max their mana bar first if that continues. They do have a little bit more wiggle room here with 5 scrolls to play as opposed to 2. But with that 2x damage, oh my, here it is. Here's the Merlin play. Here's the Merlin play. Oh no. Is it time?
Whoa.
I mean, those are the last 2 scrolls for Shocker Titan. Oh my god! Almost full deleted. Almost full deleted. Okay, I'm Spike.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, decided they
Holds
could not wait.
on with 20. Oh
Oh.
man.
Now, I don't exactly remember the scroll, the way the scrolls are, but I wonder. I mean, I wonder what a max out on that turn and a max out on the next turn would have done. But just erasing so much health there. Holy
That was
moly!
crazy.
It-
That
the wildest part is that we knew exactly what was going to happen, and it was still crazier than I thought it was going to be.
I didn't expect it to just be deleted. Just gone.
Yeah. And it's funny, I feel like the bar drops faster than when you just take damage. Maybe I'm just projecting that.
It was just boop.
But when the mana overflow hits and it just zaps your life bar, it's not like it's just ticking down. Holy. It brings us great
Noted.
joy to watch this.
Noted.
That was a big smacky. I don't know what to call that type of smacky. What I do know is that the weapon choice, the weapon switcheroo in game 2 for Ocam Spike was working out.
Mhm.
I mean, at least the result is that they win that match or that game. Ay, ay, ay.
The speed of the bar is an intimidating factor.
That's right. The Reign of Titans team knew exactly what they were doing. I think there should be a special animation, like if you died to mana overflow, there should just be some sort of Easter egg animation that comes out.
The mana bar just falls off and hits the Titan in the face.
They just fall
Dink.
down. They get hit with the trip animation or the what's the one where they fall? Is it trip where they fall down on their back? That one's so good.
Or low kick or something.
I don't remember, or if it was body slam. There it is. Blake Howard even knew body slam.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We'll just apply that. The mana bar will just swing down out of place as if to say, "What you doing?" And then just bop the Titan on the head. Body slam style. And then maybe a little sound clip. Little, watch out, watch out, watch out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Titans in their big heads. They're so cute though. Their eyes wouldn't be able to be this massive if their heads weren't so big. So the heads have to be large. Emphasis on the
Gotta
eyeballs.
protect those things. Gotta protect those big ol' eyeballs.
Now here's the first disrupt of the match, which is kind of a big deal. We have the less damage that Shocker Titan takes, period, obviously better for them. They don't need to, Because I think what happened last game is that OKM Spike kind of kept at a medium pace and just kept Shocker Titan thinking, like, I can't just sit, I have to heal. I can't just sit, I have to debuff. I can't just sit, I
Right.
have to kind of be scared. Um, but if you allow Shocker Titan to be 100% just confident in the pace of the game or their health bar or whatever, I think their stall plan is pretty good, pretty darn good.
You got to know what's going to happen or be able to react to every situation that could occur in this matchup, which is really hard to do. But
Yep.
the stall can work. You also, if you have the scrolls in hand for when an opportunity arises to try to lay down the heavy hitters, maybe. But I didn't see too many, except for our final Merlin scrolls there.
Otherwise, not a lot of offense in the deck
Mhm,
by
mhm.
design. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily built to be a sort of teeter totter
Flex,
type of
yeah.
lava. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess it was this Kick of the Phoenix is in this deck. Did we see that, or was that the previous
That was the
lava?
previous lava, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say that one. That's a pretty
Kick
big
of the
flex
Phoenix
when you pull that
is
thing out.
spicy. Yeah,
Speaking of animations that are top tier, Kick of the Phoenix. Whew, art team on fleek.
aces.
Fortification, straight into the courage. Just all of these up and down buffs, debuffs. I mean, it's already noteworthy here. Ocam Spike sort of behind, metaphorically, behind in the scroll count since you want to have
Mhm.
the most scrolls by 2.
Decisions here.
Interesting discussion about a counter Merlin in the chat. I haven't played enough Merlin to really to know the dynamics of a Merlin versus Merlin
Or get
mash off.
flash banged by tsunami.
Oh man, it's so funny.
Spit.
That flashbang is the exact word because tsunami now costs 0 mana.
Mhm.
It is the blind side of in.
Just throw it in a scroll slot. You'll be fine.
Oh my, yeah. We'll worry about paying for this later.
Mhm.
It's like, can I get financing on this nuclear bomb, please?
Shocker Titan there with an Alchemist to finish off the hand, getting all the way back 470, nice and fully healthy. Okay, I'm Spike, settling for a lethargy penalty. Trying to slow things down. Throws out the Spike for 78. And then Shocker Titan with some back-to-back plays here. Damage using agility with 11 is a fun combo.
Kind
And
of
the
a
flow.
flurry of scrolls there. I mean, like in terms of sheer number, that was a turn of spending. Both players sort of crafting their hands, knowing that this is very well going to come down to the final 5 scrolls. Five in hand, 6 in the bucket, 5 in hand, 5 in the bucket in favor of OKM Spike. I mean, my personal opinion, Shocker Titan is not feeling scared enough right now. Like, I feel like they've been comfortable. They've not really dipped even into the orange health much, I don't think, this match.
Not dropped into too worrying of a spot yet at all. Countdown here. Interesting. Bumping the defense for 2 more turns.
I mean, if you're going to sit, you may as well sit protected, right?
Mm-hmm. Then some regen
Generation.
there. Interesting. Bringing that mana back up closer.
But still below the max out line and still less than OKM Spike, which wild times out here on the ranch.
Welcome to Titan Ranch.
It's 4 a.m.
The number one ranch in Aereo. It is 4 a.m. somewhere.
Yeesh. Good. Yeah, good. I mean, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for
GQ,
being here.
a
4 a.m.
trooper.
Freestyle 7 also followed the stream. Freestyle 7, what an absolute legend. Thank you for that. That's what gets me jazzed up.
Let's go. 16 followers left until we hit our goal. We're getting there. And you know where you can get to a place? The Discord. Find out all of the information if you're just checking it out for the first time.
Yeah. Final 5 scrolls for Shocker Titan. They know what they've got. Oh, here comes the Merlin.
Here it is.
How much damage? 50 damage
Yeah.
from the scroll. Oh my gosh, eruption.
Eruption
might be
was in the
done.
tank. Eruption was in the tank the whole time.
Lifesteal as well. There it is. Death by
my
manager.
gosh.
The mana max out KO. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh man. GG's Shocker Titan comes out with
300
the dub.
damage turn. 50 from the Merlin scroll. Sorry, 45 from whatever it was. Maybe it was double Merlin. 45,
50.
then 50. Eruption
For a hundo?
hot 100. The lifesteal, I thought that was the other direction, to be honest. And then minus 250. 250 mana overflow.
The mana bar just said, "You're done. You're done." That's enough.
Oh, you're going to have to go sit a few out, you know? And it is decided, folks. We've got our 3 finalists going to the grand final triple-legged gauntlet battle. Where each opponent will play the other 2 opponents. You will earn 1 point for each of those matchups that you win. The person with the most points at the end will win the championship.
In the event of a tie, we'll have a playoff as well. But I have a feeling we are going to get some steamrolls here.
It is a crazy spectrum of Titans we have here in the top 3. We'll get these matchups popping for you guys, but it is going to be it's going to be dusk lava. Is that true? Bracket 1.
I can come in here and help us.
Yes.
Point us in the right direction.
Yay!
Elements for our 3-player playoff for the Gauntlet series. Congratulations to all of our block finalists and our block winners. For the Hammer Throw Heritage, we have Heya playing with the Dusk Titan Heya. For Team Stomp on Ya, for Wing/Waltz, we have Lynn playing with the Dusk Titan Houdini. For Team Fury, and we have Shocker Titan, the Lava Titan, played by RC Tushar 36256 for Team OMFG. Now, we still need to have our 3-player playoff, and as Ross and Nugget were mentioning, our players will be using all 3 Titans that they have entered into this tournament, selecting the first one that they will get to choose to play first before battling of the other 2. They can choose those at any time. So for this final gauntlet, we are still figuring out what Shocker Titan RCT will select for their first Titan. But for this first match, we have Heya playing with their Sea Titan Super Saiyan versus Lin playing with their Poison Titan Kirk. Let's jump into this first matchup between Heya and Lin.
Woo! Sea versus Poison. And this is why the gauntlets are so good. Like we didn't get to see any Poison yet. We didn't get to see any Sea yet. And now we get just our daily dosage. So again, these players they They get to play with all their Titans. Once you lose with a Titan, it is eliminated in that matchup. And once you have eliminated all of your opponent's Titans, you have won the leg or your, first matchup of the 3. Then we move on to 2 more players and then the final 2 play. The gauntlets are so good. The gauntlets are so good.
Such a
And
fun
this is
format.
Yeah, and it's like the top tier players of the tournament now get to strut their stuff with all of the Titans they brought. You have to know the ins and outs of your Titans. You have to know the counter picks of who you're playing against. You have to know, now that you can change weapons as well, it's like so many on the fly decisions, especially in
Yes.
this final gauntlet.
A
It's
lot
wild.
more layers to the gameplay here.
Which is why we pile on a lot more cash for these fine folks. GG's. Just for making it this far. Well done. Well done to these
Yeah.
3 players and the teams that they support.
Snaps.
Team Fury.
Rob, we gotta be unbiased. We gotta. Well, we don't, but we gotta try. We gotta try.
I'll try. I'll do my best. Really, I'm just here for the action. C versus Poison is the first matchup. Like I said, Nugget was saying a little bit bummed there was no Poison, in the top 8 in the bracket finals. But now we get to see some Poison. And it's
The
interesting.
universe answers my call.
It's interesting in a double blind sort of way that players are not necessarily choosing the Titans that they qualified with, right?
Right.
Neither one of these players played these Titans in their furthest bracket. But maybe it's a comfortability thing. Maybe it's a you're saving your anchor for last or something like that. But Tushar in the chat, what's up?
Hey.
Well played in bracket finals.
Absolutely.
Oof. All right, we're getting our first leg set up here, folks. Heya versus Lin.
Kirk, the Poison Titan. What a great name for a Titan.
Just Kirk. I hope it has a lot of meaning for Lin, I'm not sure who Kirk is, but they are being represented at the highest level of Reign of Titans tournament action. I don't think I know. All right, I do know one Kirk. One Kirk. Shout outs to Kirk. Hey, I'm playing Super Saiyan. I can't say I know any Super Saiyans, frankly.
What? No, me neither. Super Saiyan? Super Saiyan? That's a big stretch. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Super Saiyan.
I'm sorry. Super Cyan, like the color.
Oh. And cyan is sort of the color of sea. Oh my. I think there's a lot going on there in the best way. Is this the legendary spear or is this the regular spear, chat? Somebody help me out here. Hey, putting the flex out here, I think with the legendary. Oh my, speaking of flex,
Jeez.
Endless Trench just
Right
going
away,
in right now.
109. Forsaken Slash gonna cut some of that. Cut all of those stats. I was just gonna say we had tied base stats for agility, so things were gonna get kind of coin tossy, but immediately that changes. Tsunami, like we said, just throw it out there.
There you
Get
go,
flashbang.
flashbang.
82.
That turn could have been way spicier if the Forsaken did not take away all the stats. That was,
Yes.
but again, as to Kirk's game plan, Poison definitely wants this game to go slower than the C does. It's feeling like this is a very forward-facing C.
Yes, the
With the
entangle
weapon setup, yeah.
the entangle into the courage back to back. Again, singing this song.
Revitalize. Kirk played Major Recovery and Revitalize this turn. Just again, make the game last longer. That is always Poison's goal because of all of these end of turn effects. We did see a purification there.
Yep. Wipe the
which
board
is
clean for Super Saiyan.
Yeah, which is a great scroll in this matchup, but it might have been too early, question mark? I mean, it depends how much longer we think this match is gonna go, right? Like if this goes 10 more turns, that purification would have paid dividends later. But if this is gonna be done in 2 turns,
We'll
we'll just
see.
have to find
This
out.
Super Saiyan cancels the entangle with the disrupt. Feels like Super Saiyan's just laying in the gas here.
Yep. The chant to steal some MP, or sorry, yeah, steal some MP. Swarm attack, again, layering on these end of turn effects that Poison is so known for. In fact, the
Major
only element
recovery.
that really has that sort of stack. Wounded, I guess, is close, but
Not
that's not
as
that's not element
stacking.
specific.
Right.
I mean, I don't. This is a tough one. I mean, similar mana bars, similar health totals, similar scroll totals. And I feel like we've seen a whole bunch of entangled and courage already. So maybe those kind of big swingy scrolls are out of the way. And now we're just down to the nuts and bolts. Hydro punch going to be fairly large damage here, 67. Titan Bliss going to get back 45 of that before laying on the poisonous gas. One of the larger end of turn effects for poison.
Ticks away there. Both
That's right.
players tied up almost here on health.
What's it gonna be?
Back to a coin toss for this scroll slot winners. Mana drain opens up. Kirk was desperate for something. Swift attack for 72. Get some regen again, keeping those resources fresh. 1,000 cuts.
That's a big one. Smackies.
116. Yep.
Only going to take off the mana debuffs, though. All of those poison effects still stacked up. Oh, and there they go,
There.
putting in the
Yep.
work. But this match is not over. 133 is definitely danger zone against a, fully stacked C. Could easily put out 133 in a single turn, especially with 40 Magicka and plenty of mana to do it with.
Some more decisions from Kirk. Sinkhole.
Sinkhole's big. It's 70. But it's done.
Done.
I don't know how it finished, but it finished. It was Wing Slash. Wing Slash for
Yep. Wing
57.
slash.
Well done. And Kirk defending the top spot. Super Saiyan falls and is eliminated in the matchup, which means Heya gets the counter pick advantage. Has to choose one of their other 2 Titans, which, could be the Dusk that they qualified with or whatever their third one is. Whatever matchup they think is most advantageous. It looks like we are
5
going to
Slight
have
Titans eliminated as we go through for each matchup. 1 point in the favor.
Looks like we're going to have Wolverine, the Spike Titan, stepping in. Yo, Fiznard in the chat. What's up? First time chatter. Glad you're here. No mana. No something
No
else.
fun. Nah. Close. Yeah, I'll get. Yeah, sure. I made some terrible puns earlier. We'll go with that. Thanks, Biznarsh.
Spike bringing out the spikes. Spikes.
Oink. Kirk versus Wolverine.
Here we go. Wolverine, the Spike, to come in and face the Poison that won the first match.
Lynn with 1 point in the lead here. Still 3 healthy Titans on the roster. Wolverine going to be leading that. Yeah, in that middle slot here for Heya on this first matchup.
Yep, we missed a joke in the chat, but the show must go on. Wolverine versus Kirk. I'll have to get the spark notes of this later.
Somebody send me.
And
Somebody
it looks
do the summary.
it looks again very much like Wolverine is trying to get this job done fairly quickly with Spike Shield and Forsaken themselves. Spike Titan's known for just constantly tearing down the stat line of their opponents while dealing fairly mana efficient damage. And I say fairly very loosely. They do it well. The newest Spike changes, I think, made even though they look, some of them are like, oh, we lowered damage by 5, or
Mm-hmm.
but in the current climate, Spike is very explosive and sort of dovetails nicely into the meta. Speaking of, there's Entangled, and now Kirk has no stats. Now they did,
Followed by Courage.
yeah, there you go. They did instantly make me eat my words, but they're still much lower than base stats.
Right. No attack, no magicka. 10
Oh
defense
my
isn't a
gosh.
lot. Needle attack. These spike scrolls are gonna hit kind of hard.
Yeah, 105 from Spike Slash. Kirk, thank goodness, did not max out that mana bar. Wolverine kind of spent their whole go there, but again, we were talking about that mana efficiency. We know that Spike can make it happen. Kirk, we know, I mean, from watching game one, we know they have at least a few recovery scrolls. It's just whether they've got them in hand or not, because 113 is going to go pretty quickly. Wolverine gets the mana drain, which
Mana
means
drain
they
comes
are off
out.
to the races this turn.
Okay, Entangle. Gonna cut everything back to neutral stats here. So then we go back to coin toss.
Kirk reclaiming their mana from Wolverine.
Give me that back. Regen and
It was
revitalize. Here's that healing you were just talking about.
it was nice of Kirk to let Wolverine get one scroll played before they took the mana back.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair serve, fair return, if you will. Yeah, this is the way. This is exactly the way this counter pick is supposed to work. Wolverine having Kirk on their back foot, pretty much from 18 scrolls forward, and getting courage on turn one for Wolverine has put them in a really solid spot. Magical
Okay,
slash, that's
the
big.
opener, huge for Kirk. Minus 72 is all the Forsaken slash back. The response, no stats for you. No stats for you. Bro under is going to give him a little bit to bump things. Swarm attack, though, only going to hit for 23.
The
1,000
1,000.
cuts. 82.
So much healing. Kirk found all those healing scrolls. Two turns, and last turn got revitalized and nature.
Regeneration.
Yeah, healing nature as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
Wolverine sort of mana locked for the past couple turns. I mean, has at least had to be aware of spending.
Yeah.
But really made, oh my, and finding the major recoveries, Kirk, as well.
Jeez.
Energy strike going to be a little push and pull here for Wolverine. I mean, it's noteworthy that Kirk is down to 5 total scrolls after this turn.
Poisonous gas going to add some more of that damage end of turn. Okay, little buff here from Wolverine. The poison damage comes in 243 to 90 is quite the swing, quite the hill for Wolverine to climb, but it literally twice the amount of scrolls to utilize to climb that mountain.
They can just go swinging. I mean, pending they have the mana.
Right. Still, like you said, been mana locked for a bit here. All the agility in the world is going to be good unless you
is going
can
to help
use
out.
it. Yes.
At least they can pay for 1 or 2 more scrolls with that plus 60. They instantly spend it on Magical Slash. Big brain play to lower all the stats on Kirk. Meditate also going to push them up into buying range for a spike kick.
Nice. What
80 damage.
Synergy there. 80 cutting Kirk down.
But the poison doing poison things.
Jeez. Kirk
claims another victim. And Heya will be forced to play their ringer, their Dusk Titan that they got to block finals with, named Heya. Of course, maybe they just rename whatever they're playing block finals with Heya. I don't know. Chat, what do you think? Do you is that in the rules anywhere that you can't change the name mid-tournament? I don't even know.
I feel like they wouldn't, right?
I mean, it doesn't change anything about the math of the matchup or anything.
True.
I just don't know that it's been stated anywhere. Get the team on the line. Get the team
Unless
on
they're
the
not
line.
renting, right? They have to own.
I think even if you're renting, you can still
Yeah,
use
you
the
can
old
choose.
chisel.
Right.
Don't give
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
any ideas. There's no rules against it currently.
Asterisk,
Oops.
asterisk, asterisk,
Yeah.
asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
Redacted. Everything I just said is redacted.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Potentially the final matchup of this leg, Kirk versus Heya. Kirk has claimed 2 victims, but Heya is ready to slay Ya.
We'll give you that one. Definitely give you that one.
Heya would have to win 3 in a row, though. But that's not, Heya's won 3 in a row against me every time we've played. I'm pretty sure that's the only way he knows how to play. Shatter Shriek going to kick off the festivities. Then Loveless Lunch.
Paying some health, getting it almost all back. Now Bug Invasion going to add some end of turn damage. It's starting to pile. Now the minus and the loss of mana end of turn.
Skog's trying to goad me into some more asterisks in the chat.
Careful.
Kirk is already down to half health. Like, this is pretty scary, especially because Dusk doesn't get mana locked like Spike would have or did last time, right? Like, when only half of your scrolls require you to pay mana, you end up having a lot more mana for all you kids playing along at home. Entangled. Oh, there's the major recovery. Kirk really, really good at finding those. Oh my, the Entangle Encourage combo. What a swing on the stat lines this turn for Heya. Volcanic Thrust, going to push as much damage as possible. 98 smackaroos.
Oh, yeah. Into the 0 defense. Hex of Dusk now here as well, getting some damage, but lots of end of turn. Heya still looking comfortable, though. 370. Control with the agility. Kirk in the orange here.
I did say that one time that, Dusk Titan's not known for getting mana locked. But what I meant to say was they can get down to low mana, but they can pay for their scrolls with their health as well. So, I'm not entirely wrong, like instantly wrong about what I said. I stand by it. There's more pressure on Kirk. Finds the plus 45 in Titan Bliss. Continuing the slow burn of poison. Oh, that's not slow. 71.
The blood magic, though.
Yep. Heya is going to be looking quite nice in the green health after this turn. Going to take quite a few more turns of poison to kill 327 health. Scroll totals, at least in terms of who has more. Heya winning by 2. If this matchup comes to that junction.
Yeah.
Junction. What's a juncture? I didn't just make that up. Chat, write this down.
Next time on Reign of Titans.
Kirk in the danger zone, 88 health. Revitalize going to pull them up, but not until the end of turn. Major recovery for Heya. Says, look at my health bar, friend.
Still in the green. Even more in the green than it was a second ago.
$113, still not super safe. Again, with the recent tweaks to Dusk and adding some of that true damage in, especially with scrolls that you can pay health to deal true damage, is kind of crazy. Rock Slam, one of the tried and true basic attack scrolls that is super good. Efficient mana
Thick and
wise.
Slash gonna keep cutting the stats now.
Ooh, Heartbreak's going to be big. 40 for 40. Purification going to peel off. There it is. All of the red debuffs. And Heya is loving that purification. Feels good when you hit one of
Man.
those.
79 health and 75 mana for Kirk. Coin toss for this first scroll. Gonna get the mana drain out.
But what did Heya play? What can they still do with 0 mana? There it is, rejection. That's not going to deal 79. But what's
Magical
left?
Slash will hit hard.
Did
say it
not
ain't
have
so.
another. Oh my.
Say it ain't so. Okay. Reconnect.
And now Kirk activates first with 53 health.
5 scrolls to 8.
I mean, what do they have? Alchemist? Like what's I mean, I guess that would be ideal play. It's 53. You're not really safe from anything. Healing Nature, that's an end of turn heal. Spiked Shield is gonna deal the killing blow.
There it
Kirk
is. 57.
takes a seat. After retiring 2 Titans, Chad. I'm not trying to discount Kirk.
For sure.
But now Lynn
Well
having to make
played.
some decisions. What is going to be the best counter pick to this Dusk? The ball is in your court. Kirk, done for the day, or at least in this leg. Again, we'll see both of these players play again in their respective second legs of the triangle. If that makes any sense. Big shouts to the chat. Hold on, we got a new follower. Hold the phone. Fiznard, 11 minutes ago.
Hey.
Thanks for follow. Appreciate you a lot. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that a lot. Again, our presence on Twitch is on the up and up, chat. You guys want to be along for the ride? Hit that follow button. Get plugged in the Discord. Get chatting with some teammates. Get some practice games in. Join in the next tournament. Reign of Titans.
Check in to see what the Mystic challenges are for the week. Lots of opportunities for gaining titanium, loot boxes, all that jazz.
So much jazz. We do have the counter pick. It is going to be a Dusk v Dusk.
All right.
Playoff here. Houdini trying to defend the honor for Team Fury against Heya, who is on a hot tear here. Going to have to win 3 in a row. And their next victim would be Houdini, the Dusk Titan. Funny enough, these are the 2 Titans that both players got to block finals with. So played the most matches with these Titans today. And probably pretty well seasoned in the matchup. Dusk v Dusk, pretty common these days. Oof, the mana overflow, but not too terribly much. Stat lines looking terrible.
Abysmal. Red for everyone.
That's right. You get a debuff. You get a debuff. I don't. Let me go check the notes real quick here. Dude. Trying to think. No. I was thinking that one of these players played a Dusk in their block final, but that is not true of either of these Titans. Mm-hmm. We're just going to be swapping life points back and forth.
Hey, with the big purification earlier this turn, clear those debuffs. Houdini now still sitting in the red across the board for one more turn at least. Is Heya gonna press the pedal to the metal? Or are we gonna keep
press
holding
the metal with the pedal?
Metal with the pedal.
Yeah, Houdini has to sit at least one more turn with all these debuffs. So now's the time to shine. There's the Alchemist. Well, if you can't defend yourself, you may as well heal yourself. That makes sense. Oof, big 100% heal there on the 46 damage from Heya. Mana Drain also going to sap and flip-flop the mana advantage. Hopeless Grasp going to continue the tug of war here. Oh, Blood Magic going to be huge. Heya going to be, again, super excited to see that plus 200, and there it goes, rocketing up into the green. 405 to 205. We are at the point in this battle where we need to start thinking about total scrolls. 12 total scrolls versus 11 total scrolls. Yeah.
Approaching the red zone for scroll count here. Magical slash, more stats cut, and some
And in
72.
return.
No, you. No, you.
Now there's a game changer, though. The offhand, the bald offhand from Heya, getting the permanent plus 20 to Magicka and attack, puts their Magicka at least over 0. Oh, the blood magic. Are they alive? Houdini also
Wow.
succeeds in the skate by. That was very close.
Saves it, pulls it from the brink. Can they make magic happen? Continue this magic continue. 8 scrolls apiece. 407's a pretty big ask.
Yeah. Yeah,
Pretty
especially
big.
because I feel like we've seen all of the blanket debuffs. We've seen, well, here's blanket buff, so I wasn't totally
Courage,
wrong.
still in the chamber. For both, what is happening?
Yeah, Houdini played Courage, which raised their stats up to base, and now both players functioning at ultra buff status.
Hey, with a
6 scrolls
42
remain.
attack.
What do you do here? I mean, I feel like, yeah, Heya's game plan is continue the pressure.
Forsaken
Houdini,
slash. Continuing pressure for sure. Spike shield. Only the Forsaken slash. Interesting. Starting to get conservative with our scrolls now.
yeah, not usually a scroll you see played by itself. Considering it only debuffs for that turn, the remainder of that turn. But players being real careful here with how they want to close this thing out. Mystic Ritual getting a Magicka buff, and oh my, this is
Ooh, the
so both
tantrum.
players getting their Magicka up. Let's see what happens here. Hopeless Grasp, is it enough? 81? No, 45 in both
No.
directions.
Able to hold on. Hey, though.
Coin flip for resolution. Good. Coin flip for resolution. And it's gonna be
Vampiric Strike comes
Heya.
out. Yep.
GG's. And Heya claims their second victim, which means we are all tied up
You
in the
said.
first leg.
You said the 3
I
in
did.
a
I said
row.
we're gonna have to win 3 in a row if they want to get out of this thing. And here we are. Now we have not seen Lynn's other Titan.
No.
This is a mystery to everyone. Unless you played Lynn in their third bracket, which I don't even know which bracket this Titan came from. So again, your research is probably not worth the time. We're going to find out here in just a second. Wow. 3 Titan Gauntlet. 2-2. Or is it 1-1? 1 Titan remaining for both of these players.
1 Titan left in both.
Mana of Titans. I love it. Yeah, mana. I'd say conservation of mana or being mana efficient. Definitely one of those skills that takes you from like a new player to a less like a more experienced player, right? Because there are some unspoken rules, I'd say, about how much mana you want to spend or what level you'd like to dip down to or how what possibilities do I have to get some of that back, et cetera, et cetera. So experience in the game will definitely inform those decisions. But if you don't know, you don't know. Both of these players well aware of their mana abilities or disabilities.
Should
We'll
be at
see what.
least at this point.
Yes, that's true. We'll see what Lynn brings to the table as their third Titan. They know what they're
Looks
up against. They're playing
like
against the Dusk Titan. Hey, yeah. But we have it.
could be, yes. I'm
Dun, 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 dun,
seeing
dun, 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 dun.
I'm seeing a Forest Titan.
Ooh. Forest versus Dusk. On paper, I would say, if this is a defensive type forest, it's nice because there are some true damage scrolls in the in the Dusk lineup. It's not
Right.
necessarily the way that this Titan is built.
Yeah, look at that. Yep, Gauchito Gil. Gauchito Gil.
There you go. Which I don't know what that loosely translates to, but maybe it is. It all comes down to this.
Gao Chai Tojil. How about that?
Perfect.
Perfect.
The double shield variant here, very popular on forest builds recently.
Mhm.
And the game plan is usually jack up your defensive numbers as high and as quickly as possible, and then leverage that defensive number into hecka damage output. For example, I got hit for, I think, something like 450 damage in one turn this morning. And the real kicker was getting dealt 203 damage by 1,000 punches. Which,
Well,
if you know that scroll, it only deals 70 base damage.
yep.
It also scales with attack, but because they played the what is it, Energy of Aegis that makes the all attacks use defense number?
Mhm.
I
That'll hurt.
was I was crying a touch. I was crying a touch.
That's too big of a number for one turn. Too big. What am I saying?
Big number
We can
goes up,
always have
big
big.
number goes
Yes.
down. Purification going to take off the end of turn damage there. Major recovery all ready for Heya. And they also already played their blood magic, if I remember correctly. Maybe I made that up, but I don't think I did. Regardless, both bars in the green.
Gauchito Gil
And
also with the slow grow, so is going to get a lot of healing over time for the next 5 turns.
yeah, or mana
4.
recovery.
Yeah.
So able to continue the push. Oh,
Heartbreak.
here comes the damage though. Hey, yeah, playing Heartbreak already at 2 instances of the drained keyword, then Vampiric. Just when they think their health is taking a slight hit, they just steal some back.
Hopeless
And
Grasp.
Hopeless
Some
Grasp,
more. Yeah.
just for good measure.
33
Spinning
with the spinning
Shield.
shield.
Oh, big
75.
damage.
Stats swinging about. Now they
Again,
settle. Hey, all
that's
green.
Spike Shield so efficient, but
Mhm.
you can really only play it. Well, the good news is in this exact meta, like you have 0 stats a lot of the time.
Right.
So getting more, minus or debuffs for a single turn is not huge as opposed to other times in this game's history. Champion's Tail going to deal some damage and get some leverage. Sonic Boom, 168. Log hit coming across, but again at that 0 defense, Forest unable to really do the damage that they'd like. Drain life. Hey,
More
real
life steal. More
just
plus 70.
Some would say sapping this forest of its life.
Okay.
Only some would say it. Like not everybody would say it. It wasn't a given. Yeah, this is looking a little bit grim, especially with still 0 defense.
Plus
Oh, okay.
80 as
Okay.
you say it.
All right. Iron Maiden gonna deal a tiny bit of damage while buffing the defense of Heya.
Ironclad keeps the defense keeps climbing.
Is it
Vampiric
enough?
strike into
Where's the shield bash?
110.
Where's the
26. Wow, hangs on. Resistance check. Oh.
They did. And that's the ball game. Heya takes the
Wow.
reverse 3-0.
The reverse 3-0 came to fruition.
Wow, 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 wow. GG's. Heya wins the point on the leg by eliminating all 3 of Lynn's Titans. And again, that was just the first leg. So both of those players are going to play the third opponent in a separate gauntlet format. So we'll get the second leg figured out here momentarily. Oof. That was a wild match. Don't rename Titans. Hey, clearing that up in the chat. I appreciate you. Hey,
Thanks for the
GG's and well played.
clarification. Yes, indeed. The reverse 3-0. Really impressive.
And we were talking about Titan choice. I mean, definitely kept the ringer for, for the anchor of the team. So, only an affiliate to confuse Sankey. Shots fired.
Our next matchup is Heya versus RC. RC2 Shar versus Heya. Heya versus
Ooh.
RC2 Shar. RC going to be using shortstop, their Spike Titan in the first slot. Heya will be busting out. Oh, who is their first Titan? Oh my goodness. Must choose and must send out the same first slot. Then as those Titans fall, players get the choice to replace.
Right. All right. Just deciding.
Linking up their players, making sure we've got that same first selection. As it stands here at the top of this gauntlet to determine our champ for Titan Tournament Volume 21. Heya in the lead with 1 point. Having
just
crushed Lynn's 3.
Yep. So if they earn another point, they cannot be caught. Yeah, I mean another go round. I think it's true that Heya will have to play with their C first again, right? Because that's their number 1 Titan.
Yes, number 1
So they will
slot
have to start out
continues.
with C. And the only Titan that we know for sure that Tushar has is the Lava that they qualified with in block finals, which had the the mana overload TKO.
Yes.
Which was great. If you guys weren't here for that, please make sure you go back and watch the past broadcasts of the Twitch stream. Maybe we'll make some highlights. Maybe we'll, who knows? It was a good show. It was a good show. Big shouts to everybody who played. I mean, so many players started out this morning. round after round after round after round. So people
All
have been putting in
day.
the legwork.
All day.
And then you still want to come and hang out with me and Nugget on the stream? Like, legendary, people.
Absolutely. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you all to come watch our lovely faces. Check out this Titan action on the auspicious Titan Tournament Volume 21.
Right, here we go. Super Saiyan is back to fight against shortstop,
Super Saiyan.
the Spike Titan of Tashar. My feed's a little broken. Is it happening?
We have some
We have
scrolls. We have some scrolls selected.
We have some.
Some scrolls have been selected, but I don't know the rest.
I'm over here frantically clicking like it's got to be something on my end, and then I'm like, I've clicked everything. No can do. Yep, it's looking like we dropped at least one feed, and we will be back with y'all as soon as possible. But we want to make sure the connection is right before we get into these ultra important battles. Whew. Because again, if Hayat goes, if Hayat goes 3-0 again, we just saw it happen with a different Titan, but they've got the juice.
Got the skill. Do they have the mental fortitude to make it through and stick it out through a reverse 3-0 again? Who knows?
That's a lot of top tier Titan gameplay all in a row. So big shouts to Hayat for having to play back to back here. Someone has to play back to back. That's how that works. But we have
yet to come up with a good enough title for this format that rolls off either of our tongues. Yeah, but we'll still workshop it.
We're workshopping it for like what the third month in a row or so.
Hey, greatness takes time. You don't rush it. You don't rush it.
That's true. It will choose itself, frankly. I do feel like we've at least settled on Gauntlet. Gauntlet sound. Because that is fitting to what it is. It is like it is not a small jog in the park. It is a gauntlet, a real treacherous journey. Yeah, we're just waiting to see if we can recover this connection from player to player. We'll hear from those players or team soon, but that's what's going on, at least in my eyes.
Awaiting this matchup of Heya versus RC Tushar. Matchup should be shortstop, the Spike Titan, versus Super Saiyan, the CD.
I just got a recommendation that we keep the Titan elimination portion of the name that we've been tossing around, because again, that is quite fitting with what happens in these gauntlets. Every match, a Titan is eliminated until only one player is left. Seems simple, right?
Straightforward enough, but we'll still get it wrong.
Right, straightforward enough is right. Yep.
Perfect time to check out Discord if you haven't yet, or give us a follow. We'll keep saying it until it keeps happening.
Or take a screenshot that you were here in the Twitch stream.
Yes, absolutely.
And then you can post that in the proof and submission portion of the Discord and get yourself some free in-game titanium. Let me just show you how this works. You just go to proof and submissions, take a little screenshot. Boom! There it is. Sign me up. Sign me up.
There you go. Dude. Easy as that.
It is. I just qualified for some free titanium. Who doesn't love that? Yeah, if you guys haven't heard, I had a personal best today. Thank you. Personal
Oh,
best made it to
yes.
round
Yes.
3 in my personal
Snaps.
tournament journey. My first ever time being to round 3.
Snaps in the chat for Ross. Let's go.
Thank you.
Give it
Thank
up.
you. Thank you. And I decided to treat myself with a new Titan. So shopping's always fun, you know. Window shopping is really fun, but actually getting to shop is pretty great. Add to the army. I just got an epic weapon. What?
What?
Skog. You dirty dog. Which one was it? Which one was it? I got a legendary this past. Was it this past week?
Oh.
I've had quite a week, folks. My entire family was sick this week. I don't know if you guys can kind of hear it in the voice, but so maybe it was this week, maybe it was last week. I got the Crystal Crusher. It's like a lantern. It looks awesome. But yeah, pretty jazzed about that. I also have officially this is gonna be some probabilities that shock the crowd. I have more. Actually, it's maybe not true. I won't say it. I should probably just look before I say something that's not true and try to be shocking like that. Try to make it true first. Oops. I think it is going to be true, which is going to make it better. Boop. I have found in my playing and earning in this game, I have found more epic items than rare items.
Huh. What a stat. What a
Right?
stat.
I'm an anomaly. An anomaly. Kind of wild. You got the coated
Team.
dagger. The cooler looking one, not the gold one. Yeah, the coated dagger it's a little bit longer. Maybe it's just more proportionally accurate to what I don't know. If somebody said, "Give me the epic dagger," I'd be like, "Yeah, it's the larger one." Yeah.
Looks like the team is chatting. Players are getting their internets secured and reset. Then we will bring you that matchup. If we can't get that settled, we'll continue on, play our next available matchup, and then revisit this match on the queue, as it were.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Peter.
Yeah, yeah. How is the result too? Right now,
0-0.
we're just waiting. 0-0. That part's easy. The rest is more difficult. Let's see if Skog put this epic item in the Discord. Nope, doesn't want to flaunt it. Humble bundle, you know. Just a little humble flex in the Twitch chat. Love to see it. Waiting for players. Perfect. Yeah. We're getting reconnected, making sure everybody has ample bandwidth and opportunity to conquer. And we will be with you shortly. 5 normal spears, 16 total, 6 tri-tip spears, which gives me a total of 14. Yeah. I mean, if I go to my whole collection, I have rare items. I have the spiked gloves, gold spiked gloves, and the gold stone blade, which the weapon is already gold. That the hilt does change color, but that one's a bit of a miss. I got to be honest. In the offhand golds, I have 0. I've never gotten a gold offhand weapon. Then we move on up the scale to epics. we've got the old Crystal Crusher, we've got the Spear, we've got the Spiked Bat, and we've got the Prodder. And again, I move over to the offhand tab. 0. I've
Zero.
never found any rare or better offhand weapons. Wow. 0-0 like my football games, and I'm the center forward. Oof.
That's rough.
Too true for me. I played soccer back in the day. I scored some goals. Then they made me play winger, and I would, it was more of an assist kind of guy.
Only when I was a small, but liked to play defense, so I could kick the ball as hard as I wanted to clear it out
Yeah.
of our end. Get it out of there.
Get him out of there. And you just yell, get out of here. Get out of here.
Last Witch, got to watch some Blue Lock. Give yourself some inspiration.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man. So we're still in communications here with the players, trying to get even just one of the matchups on. Pardon me. Did something happen, or did something not happen, Carol?
That is actually the question you should be asking.
That's right. That's right. Player internet issues. There it is. Thank you, Nugget.
I have the power to use my keyboard sometimes.
Which then I read it out loud and it's all for naught. But maybe you just needed to get the digits involved, Yeah, would be would definitely be a way to end this thing if we had to not be able to stream either one of the next legs, but we're gonna get there, folks. I've got the
Don't
faith.
you worry. Don't
That's
you
right.
worry.
Again, it's been a long day. We get that. Thank you all for hanging out.
We appreciate y'all for joining us live here for this Gauntlet for Titan Tournament, Volume 21.
T2 Zion back in the chat, one of our newest followers of the stream.
Let's go.
We are in the second. Well, we're attempting to begin the second leg of the three
Gauntlet,
grand
three
final
person
gauntlet.
elimination.
Exactly. Yeah, what he said. The 3-person elimination gauntlet grand finals. 3-legged race. But yeah, we'll get that back on here as soon as we can. For now, we're just waiting to get reconnected with our players.
Either that or we shall start the third prong of our 3-player bracket. We appreciate your patience. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't, perfect time. Perfect time to take that screenshot.
Pew! That's the sound the screenshot makes.
Whoa. I've
You
never
guys
heard
thought-
that. Guess my phone's on mute all the time.
That must be it. Must be it. Isn't that like when camera phones first came out? It was like mandated that they all had to make at least a sound.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that
Good old
awkward
throwback.
quacking noise. It was like quack. Or the chick chick.
You only had like 2 or 3 options.
Exactly. None of them were good. They wanted everybody to know what that sound meant. What a day. What a day. Some of you will never know. I mean, not that it was really like a, an iconic piece of history, but it was
Hello
there.
guys, I will try to stream right now.
Still working.
Yep. Gonna get players here soonish. We've got forward progress. We can report on that. From our team on the ground.
In the sky.
In the sky. We are in the sky.
Literally looking down over Aereo right now.
Speaking of sky, not a single sky or dawn so far
Right.
here in the gauntlets. In fact, not all day.
At least on
there was-
the matches on stream thus far.
That's
But
right. I'm sure they were represented in some way today.
somewhere in these massive brackets that we had you all grinding your way through.
Wowzers. I mean, hard not to with this many players. Carol with the resident sleeper emotes. Did you know that that emote is actually a screenshot of a streamer who fell asleep whilst streaming and became sort of a cult phenomenon? The more you know. A little Twitch lore for you. A little Twitch lore for you. I don't know anything more about the story, so if you have more questions, just you'll have to look that up yourself. But
Use the old internet at your
That's right.
disposal.
That's right. I tell my students like nearly every day, like imagine having access to this much information and not using it. What? So again, still getting players in the right spots here. All right, we are going to shuffle over to the third leg. We're going to skip
Right.
over Heya versus Tushar. We're going to go to Lin versus Tushar in the in sort of the third leg of the trifecta.
Elimination trifecta gauntlet.
That one. Yeah, that one right there. So we will not be able to declare a grand champion, regardless of the outcome of this leg. But we will get some Titan action on the screen for you.
Yes, indeed.
At least I think that's the plan. That is the reason for this season.
With the switch, if it commences, we will be checking out Lin versus RC Tushar. Lin's Poison Titan Kirk will be making their appearance again versus RC Tushar's Spike Titan Shortstop.
Oh, it is possible, folks. We've just heard that the Heya versus Tushar would be played offline, but that is still up in the air. We'll keep you guys posted. But we are going to get Tushar versus Lin right here, right now. Titan Army.
Players getting connected. Wake up. It's time.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, and we get the return of Kirk.
Kirk is
the
back.
Poison Titan, which was Lin's starter, and actually took down two of Heya's Titans in the first leg before getting dashed away by Heya's Dusk Titan. So because that's number one for Lin, we will get to see this Poison do its thing again.
unless this Spike shortstop has anything to say about that.
That's right. Playing against the shortstop Spike Titan. Here we go. Let the game begin. Which one of these players will end up with a point after eliminating all of their opponent's Titans? Lego. Identical base stats, which is going to make for some interesting flippity floppity in terms of agility and scroll resolution. Again, sort of new-ish. If you haven't played for a while, is that the agility is checked at every scroll resolution. So 4 times per turn, there is a live check on whose agility is higher. If the agilities are the same, there is a coin flip for who gets to resolve that scroll first. Sonic Boom!
Hits
So
it
it's a 90.
90 into that 0 defense. Shortstop
And
definitely
Quill
appreciates
Spray.
that. Oh, minus 60. Okay.
Kirk, again with a well-timed healing scroll, puts down the healing nature, going to get plus 30 back at the end of the next 3 turns. Well, that turn plus 2 more.
Shortstop here in control for now. Only one stack of poison damage here with 15 at the end of the next 2 turns. But can they last through until those buffs come back? Energy Strike's going to have some nice damage and some healing there. 42. The Courage comes out from Kirk. The disrespect
Actually
with
going to
the
be
spit.
pretty impactful. These mana nanigans, Kirk putting shortstop down to 10 at the end of this turn, while
The
keeping themselves
regen.
pretty healthy at 175 mana. Shortstop, only the default 40 gained there at the end of turn. So Kirk, I mean, in trouble, but I think this turn especially, not really worried about losing 200 when shortstop only has 40 to spend.
Still the coin toss, though, with each scroll. Okay, damage. And now Kirk also going to add a little bit of an advantage with the agility. Needle throw using Magicka. Wing slash going to come through for 47. Spike ball into 40 defense. Hits for 54. Adds some of that spiked keyword now. Swing the defense in shortstop's favor.
Yeah, we were talking last time we had Spike on the screen, like how sort of mana efficient Spike has been, and the amount of damage that was just done, spending 40, like
Pretty
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 wild.
impressive. Yeah.
Cow trips for 15 and then something else for 25, like to deal like 100 damage. Crazy Spike stuff. But shortstop still stuck with only 40 to spend. Forsaken Slash going to take all their stats down below 0. Mana Drain, though, is going to cut Kirk's reign down here. See if they can still afford to play the scrolls they had planned for. Oh my, this stole the
Rock
mana so
Slam.
they could heal.
Mm-hmm.
Spinning Shield going to take
That
half of
should
that
hit.
away.
Yep.
And then
No
the tick.
mana.
Oh, not dead.
Mm-hmm. Not enough mana to get through. Only a little bit of mana restored at the end for shortstop here. This has been the entire game. Just
And
no
now
mana.
the coin flip.
Ugh.
And now the coin flip. What's it going to be? Forsaken comes out, but it's not going to save them from 34. It's going to be the Spike Shield straight to the eyeball, and Kirk claims another victim.
Wow. All right. Geez, Kirk showing how and why they cut through 2 of Chaos Titans in that first leg of the gauntlet. But
Yeah,
now
well played.
we will see Tushar's follow up. What
That's
will
right. So
the
we know they
response
have
be?
the lava.
Yes.
Is it time? Is it time for the lava? Oh, we matched with the Spike again. So
Well,
the Spike has been retired. Kirk is going to go on to play a different Titan of Tushar's. All right. What's the choice gonna be? What do you do here? I'm trying to think how this lava matchup would go, right? We know the lava's game plan. Is it good against Poison, who's also sort of trying to get to the end game? I don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't shake on it, but we did see that this lava has some aces in the hole as it's
Oh, they
going.
are going for it. I will
Okay.
say one thing about this exact game plan for Shocker Titan is
Mhm.
that Poison doesn't have a whole lot of scrolls that cost a whole lot of mana. So if
Yeah.
you start topping out that mana, like it's hard to spend it down, especially if you're trying to also conserve scrolls. It's not like lava who can just throw eruption or whatever and instantly zap half your mana bar, you know? So
Right.
maybe this is the exact matchup that we're looking for Shocker Titan. Of course, Kirk trying to claim their fourth Titan victim and march their way even closer to a point in the gauntlet. Iron Maiden to start things off, getting that defensive value up for Shocker Titan. A visibly slower game already between Kirk and Shocker Titan. I think they each only played one, maybe two scrolls in turn one.
Little bit of stat shenanigans, but not much pedal to the metal of pedals.
The pedal metal did not meddle.
It might have pedaled, but it didn't metal.
True, true, true. Yes, it is 1-0 Lynn right now in terms of eliminated Titans. Lynn has eliminated
Yes.
one Titan. Oh man, already dipping into the lethargy. Imagine Shocker Titan just goes full Merlin right now. Just says, "All right, Kirk, here's your hot 250, brother."
Weren't expecting that from the start,
That's
right?
right. Bazinga, yeah.
Okay,
No one
entangle.
suspects the Titan Inquisition. Shocker Titan at full stats, buffed up, just looking like a real brute, but in actuality, not really trying to move too quickly. Mirage going up to eats the switcheroo, which would be a fairly big stat difference maker, but not a. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference in the way that the game was going to go.
Revitalizes whilst at full health, so that was a choice. Courage
Just an
gone now as well,
insurance
so
policy.
right.
I can't even predict what's going to happen. Disrupt is
Ooh,
going to
disrupt
catch
comes
the
out.
rock slam. Funny enough, Kirk had that played in fourth scroll spot. So really just picking their spots here, kind of feeling out the opponent. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I dare you to play. Um, and it's still hard for me to say who has the ultimate in game. Like if they're both full health at in game, I feel like I give it to Lava. But if the health bars are waning as the scroll pile wanes, I think it's a poison matchup.
Definitely bodes better for the poison for that to outlast the trip from Shocker Titan, though. Disrespectful. Mana overflow incoming for Kirk. Shocker Titan still has just a little bit of a buffer. We could see some triple digit overflow smackies here.
That's right. Ooh, oh man, we sure are gonna see some. Um, I mean, Kirk only played one scroll, so The mana overflow going to strike a bit. We do know that Kirk has plenty of healing, though, on board, so maybe this was a strategic measure. You got to play scrolls at some point, but they do now have a 2-scroll total lead or deficit over Shocker Titan. We've never seen Shocker Titan actually have to get down to 0 scrolls. They generally closed it out before that. Beautiful, beautiful. Titan Bliss going to take Shocker Titan back up to nearly full. There we go, little by little. Poison doing poison things.
Taken away. Shocker
Slowly
Titan
taken away.
still in the lead, though, but Kirk now with an uncharacteristic agility advantage. So could set the stage a little bit more here.
Yeah, riddle me this. This is a brain teaser for sure. Throw poison is the choice, not really a, urgent scroll. It in fact puts end of turn bonus. Kirk maxes out their mana bar again, takes a little bit of heat from that. Beautiful. 10 scrolls to 11 scrolls is what we're looking at. But at any time, like the things could really juice up here. I mean, we're getting to the point where the scrolls that have been kept in hand are very strategic. They've purged all the things they knew they wouldn't need for the long haul. And by purged, I mean throw them at each other with really little to no effect. But with 9 scrolls left total, oh my. Kirk is
Okay.
deciding maybe it's go time. Let's see if Shocker Titan saw it coming. Guarded mind, pardon. Not really
Okay.
going to help them take this wing slash. Oh, but major recovery is
Major
a
recovery is
foresight.
big and helpful.
1,000
1,000
cuts going to be
cuts.
oof.
82.
82.
Sonic Boom gonna hit for 68. Tick damage finally brings Shocker back down to 132 into the red. And now also red are those stats. Not
Yeah,
much of a
also,
response still from Shocker Titan.
well, the thing about Shocker Titan's game plan, right, is now they have to wait for Kirk's mana bar to get close to max.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They can't play their ace in the hole unless Kirk's mana bar is, at like what, maybe sub 100 from max. Oh my,
The
Alchemist
Alchemist. Okay.
life drain
And
as
Life
well
Drain.
says gimme gimme.
Yeah. Don't think Kirk doesn't. I mean, what does Poison have in the tank? That's 212. I don't
Yeah, they don't have
know.
any poison or toxin stacked up on the effects. It's looking tough. Now, one saving grace is that they have more health and less mana than
Yes.
their opponent in its current state.
Purification from Shocker.
And Kirk plays Healing Nature, so their health bar will continue to go up. And we're about to see their mana bar also go up. Because, they're the 3 scrolls. I mean, both players down to 3 scrolls, they have very specific purposes at this point. Again, Shocker Titan is going to hit max mana first, unless there's some tomfoolery going on here. It looks like Lethargy for
Yep.
both Titans this turn again.
Again, Kirk further away from danger. Only 130 mana left. Shocker Titan will start to incur mana overflow after this turn. Plays
Ooh.
Eruption out of
Wow.
nowhere. Hits for 100.
Buys themselves a little bit of room on the mana bar, and
Just
now
a bit.
mana bar's practically the same. because
Okay,
I
and
would
then
say
Kirk.
practically the same, meaning they are within
Mhm.
40 of each other. They'll max at the same time. But now with that Titan Bliss, Kirk getting an extra 45 health to play with and also spending 20 mana, which is super important. Oh, this does not max out. Shocker Titan with a big brain play. Everybody with their hands tied here. We know the final two scrolls, or at least I can surmise what the final two scrolls are for Shocker Titan. Kirk plays Spike Shield. Not even afraid of the debuffs.
Mm-mm.
Pardon. Oh, -70 for Shocker Titan. What is going on?
50 now. One scroll left. There's the fish stab.
Bring on the fish. Do they get the full -250 here? No, 210.
No,
And it's
210.
over. Shocker Titan
210.
settles the score and eliminates Kirk. Lynn will have to choose another route. Another route. Choose another Titan, Lynn. Lynn played a Forest and a Dusk in the previous leg.
Yes.
The Dusk was the one that qualified in bracket finals. So again, maybe I don't. It's so hard. It's such a micro decision, with so much going on.
The fishy moves incoming.
All righty. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be the Forest Titan. We do see a slight
Cheeto.
switcheroo to the Merlin. It's gonna be Merlin
Aha.
versus Merlin here. Fish slap Fiesta.
Fish slap Fiesta. The Merlin and the Spike Shield versus the Oaken Shield.
Yeah, interesting play. I mean, we know that Lava wants to get to the end game, and we're talking bitter end, so the extra
Oh,
defense
yeah.
makes sense. We know that the Forest would much rather. I don't know. Because I think this Forest played with Shield Spike Shield last time.
Yes.
So looking for that big dump of damage with defense. So interesting pull here. Maybe they were just looking for some turn one shenanigans here to try to trap somebody with, catch somebody sleeping on turn one. The other thing about Forest Titans is that because they have such explosive explosive buffs to their defense, like if I can envision an ideal hand for the final four, scrolls or something, it would be like Living Woods,
Right.
Oak Strike, Timber. Somebody in chat's going to tell me Timber is not the one, but what I'm saying is you can in one turn really kind of delete a lot of health bar, especially if your opponent has very particular tools left, which we know Shocker Titan. Well, if history serves us, Shocker Titan is going to be trying to sit on very exclusive scrolls for their final two.
Right. Looks like we might be missing some feed.
Interesting. I'm watching Lynn's feed. Oh, the stream looks to be not feeding, but pardon me. Do. We'll just do this radio show style. Lynn plays
Radio
log
show.
hit on 70 defense. 75 defense, however, on Shocker Titan really doesn't give many cares. After using courage and not resistance check, courage and something else last turn. The chat hasn't exploded yet. That's good news.
Hey,
Again, not a whole lot to report about just yet, but still, missing the action is missing the action. I get it. Here comes Disrupt. What's it gonna catch today? Steel Punch. Not a super unfortunate grab there. Steel Punch does use defense for damage. However, defense was only 30 for Gachito Gil.
Shocker Titan finishes off with some healing here. Both players really healthy, almost full health bars.
Yeah, notable difference is +2 scrolls for the Forest.
Shocker Titan still with that slight agility advantage, 1 point ahead of Gachito Gil. Opens up with Mirage and Lethargy. Gauchito Gil has opted for Nada on that turn, so the Mirage hits empty.
16 total scrolls versus 12 total scrolls in the favor of Forest. There we go. Game feedback to the stream. Love to see it. Iron Maiden going to put up a little bit of a brick wall in front of Shocker Titan, but I don't think this Forest Titan's really trying to close it down just yet.
Right.
They don't have their buffed defense. They don't have, just a lot of indicators would say we're just here to chill. Just trying to be a real chill guy.
Nice and chill. Single.
Interesting plays that we just saw here. I'm not sure which. Okay,
Single,
stream's watching, same perspective.
Single.
Saw some burns last turn. And when you have the scroll advantage, the burns, you're just you're cutting your advantage, but maybe they're digging for something specific. Titan Bliss gonna put Shocker Titan up to max. Spike Shield gonna hit pretty hard when there's only 10 defense on the other side. Especially for the payment. Again, the Spike Shield scrolls, very efficient trades, mana per damage, but it's because they also debuff all of your stats till the end of turn. Charge Punch, a little push and pull.
Guarded Mind. Cut some more stats on Gauchito Gil. Shocker Titan still with only 20 on the defense, but that single agility point advantage, pretty helpful.
10 total scrolls versus 8 total scrolls. What is the play? Again, I was talking about ideal like Final Five, right? At the beginning of the game, but this is the point of the game where you really have to make those decisions.
Yeah.
Even if something is the 6th card, ideally, you have to play it or burn it, right? It's got to get out of the way so you can have your ideal 5.
Okay. Nature's Boon, bump the defense.
Yep, defense back to base. 8 scrolls to 7 scrolls. No action in the health bars. No real action in the mana bars because both players only playing really one scroll per turn. Brace per impact.
Courage. Some
Courage.
Boosts.
3 turns worth of potential action here for Forest. But the brace for impact really huge, providing that plus 20 defense for that turn and this one coming up. Living Woods, this must be it. 130. Here comes the Oak Strike.
Oh boy.
And the fish. Oh, they're going for it. A little taste of your own medicine.
100.
Fancy a bite as well.
Stab.
How much will it do? With the lethargy?
310. Jeez. 310.
What is this game? What is this game? 310 damage.
The
It's
triple digit. Oh my god. And then just Living
Ay, ay,
Woods
ay.
into Oak Strike into double Merlin. Insane.
Absolutely wild. I mean, we've talked about 500 health turns, right? But it generally doesn't end like that. So, Tushar is down to their final Titan, right? Because Kirk took one, and now Gauchito Gill took one. And now it is Forest v Forest. We did see. Oh, we see the weapon adjustment here from Lynn going
Yes.
back to the
Okay.
double shield meta, which
The
is sort of
same setup.
standardized for standardized and the same now for these Titans. A noteworthy difference is the single point of agility that ARG OMFG, the Forest Titan, will have over Gachito Gill. Will be resolving their scrolls first every time that they have base agility. Oh my god, it worked.
Oh my god.
It did work. It did work. But really, like the funny bit about that is that it could have easily gone the other way in the
Yeah.
exact same way.
The
It's
flip was
just
very possible.
yep. It's just the timing window was chosen perfectly. Counterattack coming across. So I think we're going to see a lot more smackies in this go round, especially if we start to see a big disparity between defensive values. So it's 50 to 90 right now. I mean, fairly large in terms of the matchup, like having half the defense as your opponent, especially when you're both trying to use that asset in the same exact way. This is a pretty big difference. But as we know, with this buff debuff centric card or scroll pool right now, it could be over in an instance.
Reversal.
Is Lynn reversal gonna steal the defense, and now,
Oh, the entangle. Still
but
gonna
still
keep
so
defense.
high.
Oh my gosh, the protection ward bumps it more. Hold the line, comes back. Oak Strike for 120. Yeah, 91 with 125 defense. Goodness gracious. Still hitting
I'm
hard.
cheering for 120. I mean, yeah, Oak Strike. What does that scroll cost? One of you forest experts out here. To be able to do that much damage, what's it cost? Like 10 or 20 or something silly like that? It's wild.
It's got to be under under 20, right? Or under 30. That's too cheap.
It is. It is the essence of the Forest game plan. Harvest, another one of those scrolls, trying to leverage the defense disparity. Forest creatures, a little more. Gauchito Gill using the mana drain now to kind of pump the brakes. Says, hey, you got to slow down. My health bar is going too low. Log hit in the other direction now. But again, the defensive disparity not in there, not quite as large as 90 to 50, only 90 to 85 this time.
Right now,
Oak Strike cost 65?
Yeah.
I do not believe that. I do not believe that. I mean, I believe it because you say it. Scorist himself. Mr. Scorist himself. But I thought it was a cheap scroll that gets hugely amplified. Jeepers. Well, there I am. There I am, folks. Looking like a whole silly. Major recovery gonna keep OMFG feeling fresh.
Meditate, getting some of that mana back. Arg OMFG. Not a lot of mana left in that pool. But then again, has been trying to push. 186 feels achievable.
I mean, and here it's about the difference in defenses, really. 60 to 0 currently. We know that can change fairly. Oh, Energy of Aegis. They don't have any defense. It's gotta be living woods next. Meditate.
Right.
Oh, there's living woods
for
on this side.
Gauchito Gill.
Oh,
140. Oh,
dense defense. That's not the one we were looking for necessarily.
Oak Strike for 120. Lifesteal now? Interesting.
Spike Shield's gonna be big.
Oh, that should hit.
129.
Yes.
Gauchito
Yeah. Big
with 85
swing.
mana, but now back down to base defense. This is super close. In a ditto type of way. We're on the verge here. If Gauchito Gil wins this, they earn a point in this leg. If R takes it, they live
Ooh.
to fight the dusk of Lynn and try to get there. Final 4 scrolls, final 5 scrolls. This is so razor thin right now.
Yeah, Cheeto Gill's gonna have first resolution. Arg opts for tree growth and stomp.
Half the health. Oh my. No scrolls played for Gauchito?
Oh, takes the lethargy, is at 34. Arg doesn't have a lot of resources either, but
banking?
can,
What do you even do? I don't know. My brain's too small. Regen gonna keep them healthy here. Do they survive first scroll slot? Purification. They sure do.
purification. Yes.
They know something we don't.
Focus.
They know something we don't, chat. My brain too smooth. Shield dash for 113. It's not quite enough.
Oh my gosh, it's not enough. Only 2. It's not enough.
2 scrolls remain.
2 scrolls to
Arg
1.
has to play a scroll here.
Oh, it's the shield bash. Held on to the shield bash. Oh my gosh. To the very last second.
Expertly played. I cannot believe it. And now we are at 2 eliminations apiece. Tashar versus Lynn. We go down to the sudden death. Houdini, the Dusk Titan, versus Arg, the Forest Titan. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my. That was some drama for sure. That's
you
the exact
held
word
on
for it.
to shield bash until you're one of your 2 final scrolls.
And you have 2 HP.
Uh,
That's called confidence. That's called swagger.
That's called faith in the system, I guess.
Faith in the system. There it is. All right, we have Houdini with the weapon swapperoo playing with the golden mallet. Wow. Respect the hustle. It looks like just a big gold bar on top of a piece of wood. I love it. Hey, trying to steal Lynn from Team Fury.
Sure, buddy.
Is RCS still here? Or RG Bureau or Pegor or someone?
Hello?
Unstealable. There we go. Sartorelli says no thanks. Tree growth gonna pop it off for Arg. Here comes Courage, the full buff. Log hit early, but when you got 80 defense, you just go for it.
Yeah.
Mana drain, okay. Not that mana, mana less important to a dusk than maybe any other element. But having more mana for the forest is also very important.
Yes.
Looks like a floating gold brick. Exactly. Just on a belt loop. Just on a belt loop over here. Oh man. I still can't get over the final of that last one. Jeepers.
Shield bash as your second to last scroll after playing the lethargy overflow dance.
That's just big brain.
Oh my gosh.
Just knowing the math, I guess.
Yep. Hangs on, lives, survives by 2 health. 2.
See, if it was me, I would have done all the math, calculator style, and then the lethargy damage just would have killed me.
Would have forgotten to carry the one.
Yeah, there's no way they can kill me. It's like, no, but I can kill me.
The system will kill you. Heavy blow for 98. Protection ward is the answer, just a little shy, because no agility means you don't get to choose when you play. Loveless Lunge going to come back out from Houdini. Plus 93 on the lifesteal there. And again, 53.
Just no breaks. All gas, no breaks right now. Houdini is hungry.
Houdini's hungry. Arg. Close to mana overflow here.
Yeah, just didn't see it coming out of the left hook sneaking up. And the thing about Forest, they don't have many like insta heals. I mean,
Right.
they have the same insta heals that everyone else has, but they don't really have any. Like, it's more about building a big snowball effect. I mean, even Living Woods putting up 80 defense.
Oh,
No,
Sonic
it's
Boom.
done.
That's got to be at 90. Yes. There it is.
Sonic Boom, and Lin takes this leg over to Char. 3 eliminations to 2 and gains a point in the grand finals trifecta 3-legged race elimination gauntlet.
Whew. I was out of breath and I
folks,
didn't even say it.
Yeah, we've got some good news and some bad news for you guys.
Yes.
Nugget, would you rather deliver the good news or the bad news?
Yes.
This was a setup. This was a
setup. Paralysis of choice.
So the bad news is the other final leg, Heya versus Tashar.
Yes.
Is going to be played offline. We are not going to be streaming those matches. So that the bad news is we ultimately cannot crown a champion right here, right now on the stream. Celebrate. Woo!
Correct.
We do know that Lin, the best they can do is no, I lied. They can tie for second.
Right.
Oh, jeepers. We can have it. There's a whole bunch of options that can happen here, folks, but it's not going to happen here on Twitch. We are going to have those results to you ASAP in the Discord and in the announcements. You know how we usually do post-tournament. We really blow up the Discord, get everybody pumped.
Those matches between Heya and RC Tushar also will be recorded and posted for you all once they get finished. So, the winner of our Titan Tournament Volume 21 will be decided offline and announced to you all in Discord.
I thought you were going to say it was the friends we made along the way.
I mean that too. Your gauntlet triple trifecta 3-way elimination championship bracket, no best of 3s 21 was our faces. Yes?
How about some good news? We have some good news for the people here. The good news is next weekend is affiliate tournament.
Yes.
So if you have not gotten the game yet, if you've not made an account, if you've not joined the Discord, if you're not on a team, if you want to play in the tournament scene, you've got a week to get it done. And definitely do not hesitate. You can download on iOS, Android, or you can just play on browser at randomtitans.gg. That's the great news.
Absolutely.
More tournament action.
If you didn't get your fill today, you can pop in for the affiliate tournament. We will be streaming again here, right here, live on Twitch, that tournament, as well as the following for our next Holders Frenzy. Plenty of action.
This just in. Yeah, 3 weekends, in a row. 3 weekends a month, folks. What other game is doing that? This just in from the team on the ground. All payments and team results will be sent tomorrow. The mod team has been up a long day today, so we're gonna cut them some slack. They will punch the numbers, crunch the tumblers, get crazy on the rumblers, and tomorrow we will know all of those payments will be sent tomorrow. Because again, we split up $20,000 today, chat. Again, what other game is doing that 3 times? Well, 1 time a month for that much, but regardless,